be today. What did you learn from your team today, do you think?
I learned a bit about myself. I definitely got the shape wrong that first 20 minutes, and I said to the lads, that's me, that's on me. I stuck with what we done on the Tuesday night, got the result from it. But then that first 20 minutes was just a little bit disjointed. You could see we weren't quite. The boys were willing, but we just couldn't quite get to grips with it. So the change definitely helped us, and it gave us a foothold in the game. And I thought we were much better from sort of 20 odd minutes on towards the back end of the game. So I apologise to the lads in there, but at the same time, they try their hardest to work it. So from a sort of game perspective, I think if we get the goal a little bit earlier, then we give ourselves more of a chance to put them under pressure. But I think from the second half point of view, I think we this is not me being deluded, but I thought we were in control. We limited them to nothing. At the same time, they're 2-0 down. I understand that, but we were the team wanting to go and try and put them under pressure and get something. We just couldn't quite find the right pass, the right skill, whatever it was, just that end product, that final product, and that was probably the disappointing bit.
And Andy Williams could have made it a little bit more interesting in the second half. Did he just miss that half volley from a great cross from Monday? Just over the bar?
In the first half, yeah. Again, no issues with Willow at all. He's a fine finisher and a fine striker, and I'm sure if he gets that next week on Tuesday night, he'll put that in the back of the net. So I've no issues. I'm not going to nick his lunch money for that, because I know he's a really good striker. And I've just explained to the boys they're a good side, and well done to Jonathan and the team, because they are a good side. They've been an established side for a few years now. They're in a good position in the league, and I'm sure they're got aspirations of promotion or playoffs. So good luck to them. But at the same time, I can't fault us, because that second half we were really dominant, and we can take a lot of positives from that. And this result's not going to define our objective by far, and that's what I've just reiterated to the players. Losing tonight is not going to, all of a sudden, that's not us, and no chance at all.
The spirit was still there from six ways, wasn't it?
Absolutely, and that is what I've spoke to them in the end there, that you get that goal and then you give yourself a chance. They're nervous towards the end. They are, and that's what we've got to make sure, that never say die attitude all the time, regardless of result, regardless we're winning, losing, drawing. We've got to make sure we're competitive all the time, and I thought we were. I thought first half we could have been a little bit better, but second half definitely we were competitive, and we were winning a lot more second balls. We were breaking up play a lot better, and then we were getting on the ascendancy in their final third. That little bit of quality will come. There'll be little tweaks that we can do to that, but again, especially second half, really, really pleasing and positive signs.
Lots of positivity to say on the front foot, causing Scarborough problems. A very good side, but was it worrying you didn't get many shots on target during the game? I think there was one before the goal. Is that something you'll look at in terms of bringing in a striker, maybe?
You've got to credit them. They defended their box really well. We got some good crosses in. We got some good positions in and around the box, and weren't able to get a shot off. And I was speaking to a few of them during the game, and at the end, just they've got to work that yard to get a little shot. But sometimes they're thinking, sometimes you've got to fire it through someone's legs, and take the opportunity and sort of take that risk, because you'll get the reward in the end. So, and a few of them will take it on board, and they'll take that into the next games. I'm sure they will. But at the same time, we're always looking, absolutely. And the remit coming in, as I knew I'd have to bring in a couple of bodies, so that search, but also the opportunity to bring people in is definitely there, and I'll be looking to do.
Could it be before the Chester game on Tuesday night, do you think?
I think there will be one in before Chester, yeah, definitely.
And could it be a striker?
It's not a striker.
It's not a striker, definitely. Okay. And just a few other bits and bobs. Good to have Lawson Diath back on the bench today after being out for 5-6 weeks with that injury at Kings Lynn.
Yeah. I promised Lawson before the game I wasn't going to use him, but I wanted him in and around the boys, because he's a great voice, a great leader, great experience, and the players like and trust him. So it was important for me to have him on the bench, but I promised him that I wouldn't use him, because he's still not quite ready. He'll be ready for Tuesday night, I think, for some minutes. But with 10 minutes to go, he comes and knocks on my shoulder. He's like, Gaffer, listen, you know, I feel all right, I can get out there. But I promised him, I give him my word, and I'm a man of my word. So I said, no, Lawson, it's not the right day.
Didn't want to risk him.
No, we can't risk him now, because I'd rather Lawson be fit for 19 more games than come on for 5 minutes and you know, unnecessarily injure himself. So I couldn't risk him, but it was really good to have him out there. He got some work done before the game, got some work done after the game. So he's in a good place. So hopefully he's ahead of schedule. Dan, the physio's done great and himself, Lawson, in getting themselves into this position. So he's going to be a really important player for us for the running.
And Gus Mafuta, word on him? What's his
literally touch and go today, and I didn't want to risk him. Similar situation. I spoke to Gus last night and just said, like, how you feeling? And he wanted to give it a go, and I said, listen, I'm taking the decision. I'm gonna leave you out because I'd rather have similar situation with Lawson. I'd rather have you for 19 games than play for 20 minutes and miss you. So for 7 or 8 games. So Gus should be fine. All being well, he should be fine for Tuesday.
And sometimes you learn more in defeat, don't you, as a manager than winning. What do you think you've learned going into that Chester game now on Tuesday night?
There's fight and spirit in this team. There's fight and spirit in this club, and you know that the boys were walking off and we're still getting a clap. It goes to show, and I said there's a way of winning, there's a way of losing, and we give it a go today. We absolutely give it a go. And yes, we might have lacked a little bit of quality in that final third, but I'm the kind of character that I'd rather go down fighting than not even give it a go. And that's what I said to the players in there. That performance will win us more games than lose. And sometimes you're going to lose. We can't be too disheartened about it. But so long as we go out and have that never say die attitude and give it a go and get up into people's faces, bring energy, bring enthusiasm, bring positivity. I want them to be expressive in that final third. I don't want them to be like worried about losing the ball or giving it away, because so long as they've got the attitude to then sprint and get it back, then I'm fine. And majority of that game, we did that. A few moments in the first half, no. We had to have a honest conversations at half time to reaffirm our principles. And to be fair to the players, they took it on board.
Aaron, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Can I just ask, no Mitch Roberts about today?
Yeah, no, one or two. With regards to Mitch, is this stopped, Toby? Yeah.
Mine stopped.
Stopped, yeah.
Mine
So,
stopped.
yeah, so with regards to Mitch, he's just weighing up options.
And you didn't have either of the youngsters that were brought in by Paul before you, Yaya and...
Loans.
Right.
I haven't allowed 5 loans in the squad,
Yeah.
which I've got, yeah.
Yeah, but they're still with us.
Still with us, yeah. So Yaya and Madhu, they're definitely still with us, yeah. So what I'm conscious of with them is I want to make sure they're nice and fit and bright. So they're training at respective clubs, but I'm constantly in communication with the clubs and the players.
Thank you.